Teacher knowledge and behavior is the component of the model that focuses on teachers' knowledge of students and content, and on their expertise in classroom management and pedagogy. Teacher behavior is the element of teacher knowledge and behavior that encompasses classroom management and pedagogy. More information on this can be found in the Technology as Facilitator of Quality Education model. The teacher and the students brainstorm for possible paper topics. To connect this activity to previous discussions, the teacher lists the students' possible topics on the board and allows the students to choose one.
Luke and Matt, I have talked to you previously about trying to pick a topic that you can do your writing project on. And so I wanted to hear what some of the ideas were that you came up with. Luke, did you have any ideas that you wanted to write about?
The stunt bike one and snowboarding.
Skateboarding, stunt bike, and snowboarding. And then what were you going to try to focus on about that, Luke?
About the three of them. Just basically the moves and their equipment and the styles and stuff.
So your final paper is going to be like informing your reader of these things?
What what kind of stuff they're to use and how what are the harder tricks to do on all of them.
Have you thought about narrowing a focus down? What are some things that you definitely want to talk about and some of the things that you probably won't use?
Some things I probably will talk about more likely is the stunts and the different kind of equipment they use, and some of the stuff I won't talk about is probably just like clothing or stuff like that.
The teacher engages students in learning within and across disciplines, while helping them understand how they can use writing to explore important issues in their lives and in the world around them. She uses a pedagogy that encourages students to apply their knowledge to real-life situations. The instructor immerses the students in the art of writing by explaining the pre-writing, writing, and post-writing stages of the writing process. She identifies specific elements and procedures that the students should think about when they compose a paper. To make these elements and procedures more relevant, the teacher illustrates them using examples of student work. She makes her students aware that writing is a skill developed through active practice and that they can find motivation by addressing issues that are meaningful to them. In addition, she elicits information from students on how the writing process should unfold, based on the students' own experience as writers.
Each of your activities needs to include pre-writing, then the actual writing process, and then the post-writing activities. What Luke and Matt have just done is part of the pre-writing. They've planned what it is that they want to write about. The other part that Luke needs to do that comes under pre-writing is gathering information, getting his research. Okay? Matt has gotten a little further because he already has a template or a format that he's supposed to follow, so he already knows what his categories are. And luckily for Matt, he doesn't have to do much research because his is about himself. So he knows all the information. It's already contained in his head. And he just has to be able to get it from there onto paper. Then the next part is the writing part, which is the part that you guys sometimes jump right into without doing the planning. And then the most important part probably comes after that, which would be the post-writing. What do you suppose that involves, Jess? What do you suppose would happen after things are written? What do you need to do before you...
The teacher's pedagogy is effective because she values each student's input. The instructor effectively uses her classroom management skills for group work. The teacher gives clear guidelines for group work and assigns specific duties for each group member. She explains the purpose of the warm-up task, which is to provide for a smooth transition from the warm-up to the next activity.
Matt, go ahead and see if you can find your outline. Luke, take the computer on the right. Matt, take the one on the left. And if you two will move together, I've got something for you to work on while they are getting started. This is going to be your equipment. There is, if you open that up, you'll find your word cards. They are blank at this point. These are going to be words that you guys are going to look at. Later on, since you have not had a chance to do the pre-writing activities on the computer the way the other two have, you're going to be just practicing your spelling, your school words, your survival words. Jesse's going to help you. The two of you together need to figure out what all the words are. Each word you need to put on a card. Okay? Not this one. The definitions are on this page with the letters scrambled. Okay? So on the front of the card, I want you to work on getting the word on and spelled correctly. When you get done, on the back of the card, Jesse can write the definition, and then the two of you together figure out what the word is. Okay? When one of the computers gets freed up, then you will take your list of words to the computer, and you'll write a sentence for each of the words using CoWriter so that you can get your sentences in, written. So you show me that you understand what the word means, and all the words are spelled correctly. Okay?
The teacher allocates time effectively for the group activity. She monitors group work by circulating among the students, assisting them, and building upon students' prior knowledge. She concentrates on students who may have problems, and she formulates her interventions as questions, which are designed to promote student interactions. All of these strategies indicate the teacher's effective classroom management skills.
Can you read all the letters in that? I know Jess can, and I know I can. Go ahead and spell it.
That's I.
Why don't you spell what you think it says?
Auditorium. But I
Spell it out so I can tell that you really can tell what those letters are.
B D. I mean, oops.
That's okay.
I T O R. I don't know if that's even okay.
Let's do that one again. Use just one of the narrow pins, Jess, because at the end those sort of ran together since the marker was so wide.